Hi boys and girls, I wanted to go over your assignment for this week. This is not like a normal assignment because this is a major assessment. It's our first major assessment of the school year, so I wanted to kind of give you a detailed instruction on how to complete it. It is not a test, however, it is a choice board which will be counted as a test. So it's located under all 7th grade content. And I know that even though this isn't your class, it doesn't matter. It's all going to be in the same spot for each period. And then we'll go into the fall and legacy of ancient Rome. I actually created a folder here for you, and it says Chapter 1, Choice Board Assessment. So you're going to click on that assessment, and then there's a bunch of links and things that you need to do in here. So I'm going to go over exactly what you need to do. Although there are 6 assignments on the choice board, you're only completing 3. So when we go to the choice board itself, instead of me clicking on it and downloading it, I already have it up. So you are choosing one activity from each of the 3 columns. So you're going to choose one blue activity, one red activity, and one purple activity. You will be completing 3 in total. Each color is worth a different amount of points. So we have the blue is worth the most at 50 points. We have red worth 30 points. And then we have purple worth 20 points, which just means that if you complete 1 in each column, you will get 100 if it's all correct. All right, so the different activities, I have directions further down here, but the different activities are writing a children's book that covers the legacy of ancient Rome in PowerPoint, or rating the level of importance of the legacies of ancient Rome with explanation. So the first thing I'm going to just talk about very quickly is the children's book. So you are doing this in PowerPoint. Each slide is going to be a different page on in the children's book. So you need to cover each of the legacies of ancient Rome. The different topics or influences are going to be architecture and engineering, language and writing, and then philosophy, law, and citizenship, just as the Nearpod was divided. For each topic, you need to find pictures or words and then write one sentence describing how it was influenced by ancient Rome. You're going to have 12 slides, minimum 12 slides, 12 pictures, and 12 sentences in total, because there are 4 topics and you need 3 per the topic. So 3 pictures for art, 3 pictures for architecture and engineering, 3 for language and writing, and 3 for philosophy, law, and citizenship. And that's exactly what we did inside of the Nearpod as well when you answered those questions, the listing of the 3. Feel free to use Chapter 1 in TCI because each section is pertaining to these things. So you can just hop right in there. And then the processing activity in Nearpod is basically just rating the level of importance of each of these legacies and then explaining why. So you're going to think of the different cultural influences from ancient Rome that you learned about in this lesson and how much they influence modern society, meaning our lives today. You're going to be rating the following topics from the least influential to the most influential. So we have art, architecture, engineering, Latin, Roman numerals, Roman courts, and justice, and then citizenship. So after you rate it, you're going to be writing a paragraph arguing why you believe your choice is the most influential and then why the other ones are not. So just to show you what that looks like, I do have it up. It's right here. So this is just a preview for you. So follow the directions on the next slides. Here we go. Think of the different cultural influences from ancient Rome that you learned about in this lesson and how much they influence modern society. I again give you those topics, right? So you are going to look at this chart here. You can either draw it, you can type it out. It's totally up to you, but you need to have all of those topics on here. So from the least influential to the most influential. So how much of it is still around today? All right. And then once you finish that and put all of them on there, you're then going to justify your decision. So now that you've placed the items on the spectrum on the previous slide, you're going to write a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences, in which you make an argument for the choice that you made for the most influential today. Your paragraph should include the 4 following sentences. A topic sentence that clearly states your choice for the most influential. At least 2 specific examples of how your choice is evident or obvious or around in today's society. A brief explanation of why some of the other contributions do not affect society as much. And then a closing sentence that restates your position. Make sure there's no grammatical errors. So you're going to type it right in here. Once you're done with that, you will then submit it. So I actually have that Nearpod in here. So if you're not doing the children's book and you've decided to do the rating of the legacies, you're going to click on this one. Both of those are worth 50 points. Then the next thing we have is... So these are the 30-point columns. So we're going to have a Flipgrid kind of show and tell on the legacies of ancient Rome or Spartacus and ancient Rome vocabulary. So scrolling down, we have the directions here. For the Flipgrid, you are going to take this assignment and look around your house. You're going to try and find 3 examples of what the Romans left us with. Some examples, that are pretty evident around the house are like decorative vases, wedding pictures, because we know marriage is covered under Roman law, and so do we. Or like maybe you have some lifelike sculptures in your house. So anything that we talked about in this chapter is perfect. Once you find your 3 examples, if they're small enough, you can bring them to your computer. If they're too big, feel free to, bring your computer with you and record it there on the Flipgrid. So the link for Flipgrid will again be on here. So there's a link right here. You'll just click on it and then record in the Flipgrid. And then for vocabulary, you go through class link, and then I think it's here. Yeah, so for vocabulary, you'll go through class link. I have assigned the video to you. So go through class link, go through here, and then I am going to post your classes code right in the updates. So you'll go to it. I assigned everything. You only need to complete 3. So you have to watch the video, and then there's 5 other activities you could be doing. What you need to do is pick 3, complete those activities. If you're not happy with your score on that, you are more than welcome to complete another one, or you can even complete all 5, and I'll take the 3 top scores for this activity. And then last but not least is our 20-point column, and that's going to be the lesson game in Teach TCI, and I can show you that in just a second, and then the Fallen Legacy of Ancient Rome game on quizzes. I have the link here for you for the quizzes, and then I'm pretty sure I kept the textbook up. Here we go. So when you go to, this is chapter 1, no, this is the 8th grade. Sorry, guys. So you'll go into TCI through class link. Always go through class link because it has all your information saved there. And then you're going to click on chapter 1 eventually when we get in. Chapter 1, which is Legacy of the Roman Empire. And then on the left-hand side here, yours may not look exactly like mine, but there will be something that says lesson game. You'll click on that and complete this activity. All right, so you'll click on it, answer it, and then turn it in. So those are all of your different options, and just to go over it one more time, you're only choosing one of each color. Feel free to pick whatever ones you want in each color. So if you don't want to do the children's book and you want to do this Nearpod, that's totally fine. So you're only picking one, so 50 points, 30 points, and 20 points. All of these activities, so all 3, will be due by this Friday, which is actually, I'm not really sure what Friday's date is. The 9th, Friday the 9th. If you need to turn it in over the weekend, I will accept it until Sunday night, but I prefer that it be in by Friday night. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and let me know at any time.